So right now we've got about 40 minutes to the opening bell. So as we're coming up to the top of the hour here at 9 a.m., we'll be watching for news. We did have some news that came out on FRZA at 8:30. I took a trade on it. I lost $100. I don't know. It just felt choppy, and you can see how it rejected up here. I didn't take that trade, but I did take a trade. Uh, my entry was at 203 right here. And on this candle, it dropped back down to 187 before popping back up. So whatever, I stopped out on it, took a small loss, but no big deal. Can always, whatever. It's not a big deal. It just is a little annoying to start the day with first trade being in the red. But what can you do? So that's FRZA. The leading gapper this morning on our gap scan. Hey Max, good morning. Leading gapper BNFT. This one is a acquisition, so it's trading sideways. So this one, no trades on that. Second leading gapper ARCT. Price is a little higher. Float's a little higher. I don't know. I'm leaving that one alone for now. FRZA, third leading gapper, but kind of showing it's choppy. Not very trustworthy yet. BAND. Not really sure about this one. Coming up off the low, easy to borrow. I'm going to leave it alone for now. CHGG floats higher. So, it's top 5, top 10 gappers. There's not a lot yet that looks great. So my thought, and overall market, by the way, pulled back yesterday, but is sort of sideways here pre-market. So my thought today, we have FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m. So I think certainly that's going to be interesting to see. What we hear and how the market reacts to it. Everyone is paying very close attention to, what should we expect in the coming months? That's really the big one. What speed of rate hikes? What size of rate hikes? The last couple meeting minutes have been like, we're not stopping until the job's done. We're going to keep cranking up those interest rates to bring inflation back down, but we know that Fed's policy is lagging. It takes time for the changes they make last month to have a meaningful impact on the numbers. So if they keep pedal to the metal until they start seeing certain numbers, then they might overshoot, right? So, and this is obviously the same, Federal Reserve that said inflation is transitory. So I don't know. It feels like they are just a little bit behind the ball on this, and now they need to catch up, but they have to be careful not to overshoot. So in any case, and if they do overshoot, then they could push the economy, slow it down so much we go into a recession, and that's a problem. It actually reminds me a little bit of the Chernobyl disaster, because that was sort of just a funny tangent. But if you've seen there's like they had a great show on it. I don't remember what network it was on. Of course, there's a bunch of documentaries on it and stuff like that. But what did they do? They slowed down the reactors to get ready to run this test, and then I guess they had slowed them down too much, and then they tried to fire it back up, and they way overshot it, and obviously they caused an explosion, which was really bad. So they were just like, it was just a series of really poor decisions. But I'm sure that those types of events make people in high levels of position. They have to think very carefully about the speed that they're doing things. Slow, methodical, wait until they see some degree of progress, but they're going to have to slow down, I think, at some point here. So what I think the market is expecting is that the hike in interest rates is going to slow, and towards the end of the year, the market will like that, of course, and then the hope will be that early next year we start to see the year-over-year inflation numbers coming down, and maybe they don't go all the way back down to 2%, but whether or not 2% is actually necessary to maintain a healthy economy um, is I don't know. Maybe it'll be okay if we come down to 5% or 4%. So I don't know, but that's all related to the FOMC meeting minutes that are going to come out at 2 p.m. Eastern today. So that's weighing on the overall market. We are in a bear market rally where we've had a nice bounce off the low, but whether or not it holds is, well, today might be somewhat telling. But in any case, so that's big picture. And then, like I said, on the small cap side, we've got a few gappers here, but nothing that's super exciting. So my goal each day is to look at the leading gainers and to try to hone in on which one I think has the potential to keep going because it has good news. So today, so far, we've had, this little pop on FRZA. I'm not super crazy about the stock. When it IPO'd, it was really just sold off hard. But, now you see it's rallying back up. How do you kind of, reconcile this, though? The sell-off is on high volume, and now the rally is on light volume, right? It feels a little off to me. So only being down $100, I don't feel a strong need to try to overtrade it and make back that loss. So I'm going to leave that alone. I did cross over, let's see, 12 million in gross profit, which you could see right here earlier this week. So 12 million in gross profit, average daily gain 7,400, $1,500 average winner, $1,700 average loser. This year, going back to January, I'm at 956 gross. Profit loss ratio is a little negative. Average daily winner about profit about 4,800. Accuracy about 69%. So I'm tracking nicely with that $5,000 daily goal right now. Being down. Yesterday I finished down $72. Today, right now, I'm down 100. So this is negligible. But what's disappointing is that I'm not up 38, 48, 5,800. I was on Monday. I had a nice $6,000 day on Monday, but Tuesday and so far today has been a little slower. So, the thing is, you can only trade what's in front of you. And when you have a couple of days where there's not a lot of great opportunities, the best thing you can do is just, sit tight and wait for better things to show up. Sort of save your mental energy, save your risk, your potential losses for when it's perhaps more worth it. So, but as always, my results are not typical, and trading is risky. So I don't want you to lose sight of that. We don't make any guarantee that you're any more or less likely to succeed if you trade with me versus learn on your own. So approach trading cautiously. So I think that FRZA is going to have a wall of sellers up here around 30 because it's already rejected that level twice. If it can hold this level, well, then maybe we've got something we can work with. Maybe. But we'll just see. All right. Okay, so all right, and I'll have a couple guests on the morning show today, so you guys will be able to stay tuned for that. Bring them on in just a little bit. Let's watch here, top of the hour, 9 a.m. for breaking news. If you see something spiking up, you better type it in the room. Okay, let's see. All right, that's right. Okay. So I bought FRZA there just real quick for a breakthrough, 230. There's 229, added at 229. I'm thinking a flat top breakout since we don't have anything else that's popping up with news here. So watch FRZA for add at 230, added right there at 230. Now let's see if we get 235. So $70 winner, flat break even. I'll put the new order at 32, but watch for a dip to add back. I don't see any other news headlines, and this one's our second leading gapper. So I think if we can break through that wall of sellers, then maybe we've got something we can work with. I thought we would break through it there, but we didn't. So I'm going to let it pull back, and then I'll try it again. We need to break through 30, go up to 35 and 40, and then we'll see if we accelerate up towards 250. Green there on the tape, added back at 230. So now watch over 235. We've got a pretty, there's 231, added 231. Now I'm going to look for 235 to add. So right now, just holding the full position, looking to accelerate up over 235 for a move up to 240. So watch here, 233, 234. I added at 232. Now I'm looking for the break through 235. Flat on that trade, cutting it quick. What I don't want is to catch a big red candle like this one right here where it drops down to like 217. It needs to pull away. And if it's not going to pull away, then, you know, it's worth a shot, but it's not pulling away. So this is a strategy of managing risk, keeping losses really small, relatively speaking, but being willing to jump back in if something is showing strength. It's up 32% right now. So right now it feels like there's kind of a wall of sellers around 30, 31, 32. We would need to see that break through. Maybe 35, 40. So it's starting to show that it's more of a grinder here. You know, it pops up 5 cents, drops back down. This kind of stuff is not the most fun to trade. Well, a pullback is possible, but remember we had this big red candle here, so I want to be a little cautious buying pullbacks on it because I don't know that it's not going to, you know, have one of those bigger flushes. I'm sort of more inclined to buy strength. One of the things that you'll notice is attention can shift very quickly when a stock starts to pull back, like SNOA. You know, SNOA was in focus here, and then when it broke VWAP and started to pull back, traders started to move away from it and focus on something else. So you want to kind of try to focus on where's the volume today? What are people watching? And, you know, it's usually what is moving up right now. So trying to buy things that are pulling back, I mean, they can just keep pulling back all morning long. There's no guarantee that they're going to bounce back up. So FRZA, on the 5-minute, you know, you've got multiple topping tails, high volume green candle at the spot where it looked like it might break that flat top, but then it couldn't do it. So, yeah. Buying a dip down here after a topping tail. I don't know. I might wait to see if it gets over 35 to get back in. So kind of chipping away with these just small trades on this, small red trades. Two losers and one winner. So FRZA so far not really paying the bills. Kind of treating it a little bit, or thinking of it a little bit like Sun yesterday. It's that kind of choppy price action, but maybe it'll open up. I don't know. So if you see something that you think looks better, call it out. The things I'm thinking about are, is it moving quickly and is it obvious? I don't think small cap traders are really waiting on FOMC meeting minutes because it has very little bearing on the small cap market. So what happened last time when it tried to double top is that's when we got that big knife. So I'm going to watch carefully here because we might get another rejection. We have about 22 minutes to the opening bell. AMPX tried to open up yesterday and then rejected. So these are like 8-cent candles here on FRZA. Low is around 21. So my guess would be there'd be a number of traders that would have stops around 20. 32 is the high spot here. But each time it comes up to that level, you have a bigger red candle. So I think on this one, it's not going to be for everyone. You've got to be willing to kind of churn some shares and try to catch 4 or 5 cent winners. Probably not likely to get a 10, 15 cent winner on it. Makes it borderline not worth trading. Yesterday on Sun, we had SONN. We did have a couple of spots. We had one really nice candle, if you recall, where we got that squeeze from 250 up to $3. So like we finally pulled away, but it was a struggle before it happened. So this feels sort of similar, and I just don't know how big the wall of sellers is before before it may break, or just it may not. There may be too many people selling. And those could be insiders. They could be institutions that have been holding. It's up 35%. it could set up for a gap and go trade. You know, it is right now the second leading gap. We're up 35%. So it's still got hope, but not if it breaks below like 215. If it does that, then the chart's kind of broken, at least short term. So SNOA, I sat down and watched it a little earlier. Um, you know, it did grind up here, and it did end up making a decent move, but it was near the 200 moving average, and I didn't see news on it, so I was like, I don't know, this feels like it's probably not going to hold up here. FRZA. See, this is the moment right here where it's kind of like softened, it's sort of pulled back off the high. And, you know, if all of a sudden, you know, someone dumps 50,000 shares as a big sell order, you're going to see that quick drop. And then if at the same time or within a minute or two, another stock starts to pop up, everyone's going to move to the new one. And then you just have this longer fade on FRZA. Traders can be so fickle jumping you know, to the next stock that's hot. You've got to be really careful you don't get into a situation of just, you know, being a bag holder on one that's kind of weak. PKBO, let me look at that one. So, all right, it looks like it was a SPAC, hit a high of 15 the other day, pulled back a bit. Yesterday, 14 after hours, back down to 890. Pretty big range. So technically today it's gapping down, I believe, versus yesterday's close. It looks like they might have done a symbol change today. I don't have, the reason I say that is because when you pull up the level 2, it's not showing any percentage change on the day. So this might have been a special acquisition company that was under a SPAC symbol, and then they merged into Peak Bio, and now it's this PKBO. Sellers still there, 33, 34. Okay, so it goes up 2 cents. Right? Now from 24 to 35, that is 10 cents there. Thanks, Benny. Okay, that's helpful. So it's a simple change from IGNY to PKBO. So a chunk of sell orders went through there on FRZA. So this is the spot where you see higher volume coming in, and then you ask yourself, is it going to open up? Is it going to pull away? Or is it going to do a false breakout? So we've got about 15 minutes to the opening bell. So I'll invite a couple of guests to join me on the morning show this morning. We'll see how their day is going. Let's see. All right. Hamang, Danny, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. Oops, I'm on the wrong window here. Let's see. Yeah, I hear you. So, Hamang, what do you have on watch this morning?
Just watching SNAO. Sorry, FRZA and
Your camera zooms in like pretty intensely. There you go. So which one did you
watching
say?
FRZA.
Okay.
I'm actually I have a small position on FRZA right now.
Okay. Good for you. I am Yeah, I don't know. What do you think it's going to pull away, or what do you think? By the way,
I,
those who don't know
I
how
don't have
long
hope anymore,
you don't have, okay,
honestly.
all right,
But I'm gonna hold it, I think, because I've seen this type of action where it kind of just keeps grinding up a little bit after it does. It kind of broke out of the wedge, and then once it does, it slowly moves up. But I mean, is it even worth it?
I know. That's sort of my feeling too. Is hey, Danny, is I just don't know if it's going to pull away. That's what I'm waiting for. Like I want to see it hold, 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 and then just start to pull away. And if it's not, then it's kind of like, all right, sort of wasting my time on it.
Morning, guys.
Hey, good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning.
I'm good. Just hanging out.
Anything you like?
Not really. Um, I did pretty well yesterday, just kind of waiting and being patient to let something show me what was opening up, which turned out to be Sun. And I got a couple little trades on some of the moves that it made yesterday, but
Okay.
we didn't have a whole lot to work with, and I don't know what we'll get today, but I'm just going to be patient and see if I can get one or two decent trades in.
Okay. That sounds good. Yep, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm out of FRZA and I'm down 500 on the day. So another red day for me. So far, I've been starting. I'm on a red streak right now. Last 2 days I've been red. So today I want to be really, really careful, really manage my risk and I'm gonna size down on my trades as well.
It's a good idea. I'm gonna size up.
Nice.
Oh, I don't know about. I'm ready to either go out a hero or a zero today. It's going to be one or the other. I'll accept nothing in between.
Oh man, Rambo's
Good
coming out.
strategy.
Yeah, but I get it. It's being sitting with a couple of red days. Yeah, yeah, it wears on you a little bit. Small red day
Yeah.
for me yesterday, only $72, but then the commissions add up a little bit, so it's like,
Yeah.
eh. And there's just not a lot moving. Someone's like, oh, maybe a shorting day. Well, maybe, but FRZA is not even moving that much. That's the problem. You could short it, if you shorted it at 33, 2 cents off the high, you're up 4 cents on it, 5 cents. I mean, it's just, we need range. We need stuff to open up, pull away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really much volume on if you look at the gap scanner. I mean, we'll see 5 million on FRZA, but rest of it, I mean, sorry, now FRZ is there, but I think like 15 minutes ago, I'm like, where's the volume? I don't see much out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just sort of in between right now, waiting for the next stock to open up and, put in kind of a big candle, really take off and surprise people. And you know what? We had a couple last week. We had EPIX on whatever day that was. This one went from $2 to $5. And that was at the open. It didn't trade much pre-market. And then we had I can't remember what the other one was, but we had another one that opened up and did pretty nicely as well. So
QNGY.
QNGY, right.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple good moves last week. I think they'll come. No need to rush it, but
Yeah.
Guys, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
morning, Max.
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing all right.
Looking for something to start to move.
Yeah, FRCA feeling too much like SON and not a fan of it right now.
Yeah. Well, thing is, we did get a couple nice trades on SONN. So I'm not a big fan of it either. It's kind of boring to me. But on the other hand, if it can start to pull away, maybe we can get a couple big candles out of it. But that's probably the best we can get.
I'm surprised that it's holding up as well as it is, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I am a little bit surprised too. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. Are you guys going to hang around to watch that or try to trade through it?
Probably
I'll
not.
be I'll be just starting my class at 2. So
That's
we'll be
right. Oh,
around.
someone's plugging their class. Go ahead. You tell
You know what
tell
else?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what else? It's funny. You know what else starts at 2?
All right. So Danny's teaching class today. And what are the hours? I thought you were teaching from 12 to 2. No, what
Yep,
is it?
12 to 2.
Oh, 12 to 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So Danny's
to 2.
teaching class 12 to 2, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's today, tomorrow, and Friday. And
Oh yeah, sorry, not at 2. Yeah, 12 to 2.
and the class is on momentum trading, and Danny specifically is using TD Ameritrade for his momentum trading. Danny is a 100K badge holder, and we'll be sharing some of the tips and tricks that he's using in his trading. So you guys are welcome to check that out. The schedule today, Jess is going to have his mentor session from 11 to 12, and then that'll be in the mentor classroom. And then from 12 to 2, Danny will be teaching, and that'll be that's the schedule for today. So cool. And I think Hamang, I know you were hoping to do some teaching next week, but I think you might record yours, and then we'll upload it the same as we're doing with Chris and Jess.
I think I'm gonna I would like to teach it, what's it called, live
You
as a
do.
class.
You want to teach
Yeah.
it live. You're ready to step up to the plate.
Let's do it live.
The show must go
Let's
on.
go, Hamang.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, we can let's sync on the calendar and see if we can get you in. I know Kate was going to do some just go over your slides and check for typos and stuff like that. So it's always good to have a second set of eyes. So anyway, she'll do that, and then we'll give you the green light, and then we'll get you on the schedule. So maybe that'll be maybe we can get you in next week.
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
It is more fun that way. I agree. I mean, I agree. It's definitely more fun to teach live than to teach just kind of by yourself. One of my problems whenever I'm teaching by myself, which sometimes I'll whatever, have something I want to get done and I don't have time to put it on the calendar. It's weekend or night. I find myself starting over a ton of times because I'm like, I want it to be perfect. And when I teach live, I'm just like, okay, there's imperfections, but it's no big deal. But whenever I'm doing it on my own, it's like, all right, take 47. I'm like sitting there because I'm just like, oh, I misspoke, or I should have said that first, and then after 40 or 50 takes, you like forget what you have and haven't said in the current version, and sometimes you end up realizing you just wasted a bunch of time. So I think doing it live is nice.
Did you guys notice my light back here?
I love it. I think it looks awesome.
Light.
You've got the camera view. You've got a great setup.
I did notice that light. You know why? Because Amazon advertises it to me all the time, and I'm like, I need one.
It kind of shows. It'll tell you guys whether I'm green or red on the day. Oh man.
All right.
Yeah. No, that's if it. Yeah. No, it's staying red. That's going. There you go.
Right now it's
red. Okay, that's a good way to do it. I think I remember doing that with some of the lights I had at one point, so that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've got one of those in the corner too. Standing lamp.
I like that, Hamang. That's pretty cool. It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Well, we've got about 6 minutes to the opening bell. So, and by the way, so next month in December, I'm going to host another trading summit that'll be at my office. These guys came to the last one. So that's coming up soon. And all of our Warrior Pro members, you'll be able to be tuned in virtually to that. So I think you guys will probably really enjoy it. So let's see, it's 9:24 and 30 seconds. Call me crazy, but I'm back in FRZA for the break of 240 because look at this volume. Look at that right there. There you go. And you know what? I'm happy with that. That's a nice little trade. So let's see if it holds this level.
Yeah, I'm interested.
It's starting to pull away, so I'm taking a little profit off the table there. All right, so taking a little more profit.
50s now?
So here's the thing. I should have probably just held the whole thing, but I took some profit at 40 and then 38, which is only 3 cents, but now we're starting to open up. So I definitely sold it a little too soon. High of this candle is 53. So let's I'm I'm still holding 1,000 shares. And
I'd like to see it consolidate right around 250 into the open.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice for a gap and go.
Yeah. It'd be nice if this candle can push up a little bit more so that it doesn't close a big topping tail.
yeah, I agree with that. So maybe we got a little short covering there on that break. So why did I take that trade? It was consolidating, and it just looked like I saw volume coming into 34, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna try it. So I took the trade at 35. It goes up to 38 to 40. I sold 5,000 shares at 240, but it was only a partial fill on my 10,000 shares. And so then I was like, this might do another one of those knives. I'm gonna just take the rest off at 38 or size down more at 38. And so now I'm holding a smaller position. So it ended up being an $800 trade, which isn't bad. But you know, this is kind of the situation with this one. The moves aren't huge. So high is 53. We've got 3.5 minutes to the bell. So this is going to be exciting going into the open because we have the potential for a gap and go.
Only 800? I thought you were sizing up.
Well, I hit my max of 20,000 shares. I went all
All
in.
right.
20,000 is
Okay.
my max size. So I did size up. But I actually have found that even though I have a max on my account, if I press the button really quick, I'll blow through
You're
it.
just fast enough.
So if I
Yeah.
put a 20,000 share order and I click it 3 times, I think I could fill 60,000 shares of this. And I do
Wow.
have the buying power to do it.
It's because you're so fast.
Yeah, I'm fast. They call me White Lightning. Super fast. All right, let's see. Who do we have? There's Jess coming in. Okay. So high of this candle is 253. Good morning to Jess.
Good morning.
All
Beware
right, what's up,
headphone
guys?
users.
What's up, Jess?
Yeah.
I took another half
Morning,
off the
Jess.
table
Yeah.
at 250.
So come into the open here.
Oh, one of you guys is streaming mic. I hear it coming through the audio.
All right. I fixed it.
Oh, good for you. Okay.
Danny, come on now.
I always have mic on.
No, it's good. Okay, when I hear myself coming through, I've got an echo on one of you. Okay, so that was a pivotal spot right there. We came up to 52. We didn't quite break 53. So my next buy order, I'm going to put it 55. But that's a limit order, so it's ready to go. Down here, the pullback was 43, and we've got 90 seconds to the opening bell. So, you know, this is a tricky 5-minute candle because we really want to see it close as a big green candle, not as a red shooting star.
Are you guys watching Band?
Band? No. What's going on with that one? I thought the float was a little
Yes.
higher. See, the float is a little higher. Not a lot, but it's also easy to borrow. It's got big spreads. I'm scared.
Also easy to borrow on Thinkorswim.
What's the price on band?
16.
Okay. A little more expensive.
I'll wait for more volume to come in and spreads to get tighter.
I've been kind of avoiding those more expensive ones lately because I find that there just isn't that much volume and the spreads are huge and they pop up and then the bid just disappears.
Yeah. Yep. No, I agree.
I'm still watching Forza.
Added back there at 47 for me. I'm going to add over 52. I'm looking for this candle.
I'm in from 49.
Nice. So watching over 252 to add for the squeeze through 253. We've got about 20 seconds to the open, and I'm looking for this to squeeze through 255. So new orders at 260. Watching here, green on the tape, watching that seller get bought up, and then I'm going to add at 50. Added right there at 50, the seller got bought up, but it only goes to 52. Now let's see. Okay, so here's the open, holding 1,000 shares right now. Added at 54, there's 60, taking a little profit at 60. It gives me $1,000 on the day. My cost basis is 50. So I'm in a little high. So not bad for a gap and go. Band, you know, Hamong, It did squeeze up there. That was a nice 2-point squeeze, but the volume is so light. Would you been able to get in and out with big
Yeah.
size to make
No, I
decent
gave
money?
some back.
You gave some back. Okay, so we mark our high at 260 on FRZA, and I'm flat on it for now. So from down 500 to up 1,000, I'm still not at the daily goal, but you know I'm grinding. I'm making a little bit, so I can't complain too much. And thank you guys, by the way, who are tuning in on YouTube. We're streaming just a little bit past the open here because we sort of stuck in that trade there. I hope you guys hit the thumbs up. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. We're getting real close to 1 million subscribers, which will be pretty exciting. Okay, let's see. And I'm just gonna look on my list of. I've got a good inventory right now of YouTube videos that I've been waiting to publish, but I'm thinking maybe today's the day where I could premiere one at 10. So let me just see if I find one that I think would be good. So the 2 minutes kind of at the opening range, I try to just be a little bit conservative. Yeah, I see that halt on PKBO. Jess, did you get any trades yet today?
No, I got nothing yet. Not really anything I like either.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. I went down 500, I'm up 1,000. It's borderline not even worth it.
Man, look at FRZA.
That was nice. That was nice.
Almost took a dip there at 250, but missed it.
You missed it. But the
I'm
rejection
long there at
candles.
62.
I mean, it's obviously a little extended up here. I was 67. Makes me want my 20,000 shares back at 35, but at the same time, I would have had to have been willing to not take any profit when I was up, 15 cents. You have to pay yourself. I mean, isn't that what we say?
Yeah, you do. You can't, I mean, you don't know which one is gonna go and which one's gonna fade or drop hard. You have to pay yourself.
So I'm going to give you guys a choice. I have 2 episodes. One is how to cut losers faster, and the other is how to hold winners longer. Which one should I premiere today on YouTube? What do you guys think? How to cut losers faster or how to hold winners longer?
I'll go with
I'd have to say cut losers quicker.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what makes
Oh,
it.
I'm all about holding those winners long.
Yeah, that's right. Hold the winners
Pay
longer.
me. Pay me.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a democracy, so it is going
Is
to
it?
be cut losers faster. So, and you know what? Maybe we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I'll premiere the other one. I don't know. I'll leave it up for consideration. I've got a couple others that are in the kind of what would you call it? Ready to roll. Okay, so I'm going to set as an instant premiere.
Well, I've taken 2 trades on FRZA, both tiny losses. I'm sitting down $30.
Okay, that is a very small loss.
Yeah. It's just not, it's not moving very well.
Yeah.
Band
No,
is
I
back
agree.
up near high a day.
And nice. So halt level's 1910 on band. Spreads are a little bigger. It's easy to borrow. It's got a 24-cent spread right now.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. No, it's not too bad.
18-cent.
But it's not a recent IPO. I keep thinking it's got to be like a Band-Aid company, but
Yeah.
But it says bandwidth, so
Now spreads 33 cents. Have we seen any candles where like bid goes down to 17 while the ask is still at 18?
No, nothing like that. I've been watching it,
Okay.
but
Okay.
the actions is not something that you want to trade.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a short.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, off of 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the ones that just kind of grind up like that because I find that they tend to give it all back in one candle
Yeah.
more frequently than like if we see something that's grinding up towards a level and then it breaks that level, that's a little bit different, but I try to stay away from these that just kind of like grind up and up and up and you don't know where the rug is going to pull.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, ATNM had a lot of those yesterday, and
Yeah.
every time I took a stab at it, I just got killed.
Yeah, and it gets
FRZA also
really
coming back up.
frustrating.
There we go, FRZA. I think it's pulling
Took some
away
at
now.
63.
Oh, come on.
See if we can get 70s.
Uh,
Hmm.
Yeah, cutting that one.
and then yeah, that price action. It's just not good.
Man, that's disappointing on FR. Not a fan of this action.
Yeah, it's a rejection.
Mhm.
Manoli's talking about Acor.
ACOR.
It's a, yeah,
That's a penny, right?
ACOR. It's a cheaper stock, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let's see that.
I'm gonna go save myself some money and brush my teeth.
Okay. All right.
I'll
That
be
sounds
back in
good.
2 minutes.
Good idea.
SNOA isn't terrible looking.
Yeah, I was
Not
wondering
a fan
about
of it
that.
yet, but
It's also easy to borrow.
I'm taking some band here.
You are? Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, there's 18, 16 on the ask. So it's, yeah, that's a nice setup. There's 1823. I'd like to see that squeeze through 1850. Let's watch 1825 and see if we can break that level. There's 28, nice. 41, good. 45. Okay, there's 30 on the ask. Nice, nice candle there. Just watching it.
Yeah, I took some profit there.
Okay, it's nice. All right, so let's see. High is 45. Would want to see it break that level.
Oh, she's moving.
1827, 1830. So right
Okay.
now this is a little micro pullback bull flag.
Took a
that
dip
5
there
minutes
for the
just so
break,
extended for me
be
though.
there.
I feel risky taking a trade up here though.
Yeah, I don't think I could take the size that I would want to.
Quick trades for sure.
PKBO halted, going up, lighter volume. 10-minute long halt right now. Chart is tricky. Pretty big gap down. Volume's light.
Taking out band.
Okay.
Thought it would go right away.
Yeah, Jess, what do you think on PKBO? Not sure about that daily chart. Oh, can't hear you.
Of course. PKBO, what's the float?
I don't know. I wasn't sure what it is. It's a SPAC. So I think regardless of what the float actually is, it's going to trade pretty quickly. It's going to move pretty quickly. It's already shown it can.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it was IGNY.
Yeah, it was.
PKBO. Yeah.
All right, what are we looking at?
But you don't like it, Jess, or what's your?
No, not really. I don't like when they do that huge reversal kind of dip, and especially post SPAC. It's under $10. It's just not really my go-to.
Got it.
Yeah, Benzie.
It would have been great a few days ago, like October 26th. But obviously we didn't see it then.
Yeah. Spread's too big on PKBO right now, 915 by 988.